Well, you could get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but wouldn't you rather just take the butcher's word for it? Welcome in to the Bro 4 Squad podcast, where we are just a bunch of bros drinking beer and talking movies. I am your host, the mayor, Jeff Hornacek. This is episode 270, and a special one it is. Before we get started, though, with the movie discussion, let's go around and meet my fellow bro tonight, the American hero, Nate Thurman. Nate, how many red cards have you received in your life? And do we need Cycly, our legal counsel, to call whoever administered them and passive-aggressively threaten them to get them rescinded?
Um, you may have been looking for like a more gregarious answer or anything, but like very few. I think at one, maybe. I wasn't, that big of a like shit talker, like going aggressive.
Was it you or Cycly that said he got a red card because of something he said in the handshake line after the game?
That sounds like Cycly.
Okay. I think he was telling people, instead of saying good game, he said, we beat you, we beat you, we beat you.
Oh, that's definitely him. Yeah.
And the referee was
100%.
like, sir?
I think I did get a red card once because I got two yellows. So like they were like aggressive tackles, but it wasn't like one instance where I just like completely went haywire.
So when you got the second yellow, were you like, yeah, I deserve that? Or were you like, that's bullshit, you just targeted me because I had one previously?
No, I mean, yeah, they were definitely aggressive tackles. I mean, playing on the back line, you have to protect your goal.
You're the
protect
last
your
line of
goal.
defense.
So, yeah. But to that point, there was a funny story. I think I've probably told you at some point. A guy on our team did get a red card in high school, and he did I think it's half baked line. He said he went around after he got the red card and said, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you," pointed at different players, pointed at me and said, "You're cool," then "fuck you" on him out, and walked off the field.
What a legend.
Yeah.
What did your coach do with him?
He was kind of a tough guy to handle. He was a good player, but he was kind of a hothead, so he kind of just let him go. He ended up getting on the PA announcer, PA speaker at like halftime or something and apologized.
What the hell?
Yeah, he like went up to the box,
Oh, so
got on the PA.
this happened in the first half.
I think so because I remember him making the announcement, and I don't think it would have been at the end of the game.
Do you think they were scared? Like, all right, he says he wants to apologize, but if we give him the megaphone and he's
Like,
actually,
what's he gonna say?
yeah, he
No,
can say
he did
anything.
apologize. Yeah, it was kind of a wild moment.
He should have pulled a real 180. Like, I'm sorry that you guys are soft ass bitches and can't. Okay, Brendan,
I apologize for fucking nothing.
for nothing. In fact, I'm sorry I didn't go harder.
Yeah.
All right, well, that shows you the temperament we have here on the Bro 4 Squad podcast. I don't think Cycly has much pull with anyone in regards to red cards. He would just threaten to sue them.
That's one way of doing it.
All right, guys, here on the Bro 4 Squad podcast, we start every episode off with the most important thing in any bro's life, and that is chest day. Now, you can tell by the title of this episode, it is the third and final round of our Movie Tagline World Cup. This is a game that Nate Thurman, I told him he was going to be playing a game tonight. I did not give him any of the details, but Ronnie Cycly and Brian Banner have both already played this on the last two episodes. And we're going to see if Nate Thurman can beat their score. So, Nate, let me tell you what the game is, and then do you want to know their two scores, or do you want to go in blind? That way it's not looming over your head as you play.
Yeah, let's go in blind.
Ooh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
So, Nate, here's how the game works. There are two rounds. Each of them has 5 different questions. In each round, I'm going to read you the tagline for a movie. Each round has a specific theme. For example, the first 5 are all sports movies.
Okay.
If you can correctly identify the tagline, you get 2 points. If you would like a hint, I will give you one. However, it will decrease the points that you will get for a correct answer down to 1 point.
Okay.
You only get one guess per question. So,
gotcha.
If I read you the tagline and you're kind of on the fence, but you want to use your hint, you have to use the hint before you take your guess, if that makes sense.
Okay.
The first 5 are all sports movies. The hint there, I will give you the sport that the movie centers around.
Gotcha.
The next 5 are all either animated Disney movies or Pixar movies.
Okay.
The hint there, if you don't know it, I will tell you the year that the movie came out.
Okay, I like how we have the hints already like cemented in as far as what they're going to be.
That's good. So this isn't really a spoiler, but for one of the sports movie taglines, Based on the tagline, I don't think the hint would help you much. Like it
Wow.
might be like the greatest cricket team of all time. And so if you took the hint, it would probably be cricket would be the
Yeah.
sport
Okay.
there.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. Are you ready to begin?
Uh, yes. I'm gonna stick to not wanting to know their scores, but now I'm tempted to know. But don't tell me.
Okay,
I'm good. I'm
I
good.
have the question by question breakdown if you want to know like after you answer it how each of them did respectively.
Now we'll just wait until the end at this point.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so we start off with sports movies. So the first five are all sports films, and these could be
Okay.
from pretty much any time period.
Sure.
Here is the tagline. His whole life was a million to one shot.
Ooh. Okay. A couple things are popping up. Man, I mean, I could technically use hints on all of them and just get 1 point.
You could, but you don't know how many points you need to win.
Yeah. His whole life. Man. Okay. I'm trying to think.
His whole
Uh,
life was a million to one shot. Not good odds.
I don't know if the hint would even help me at this point.
It would.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that, but there's only
Well, I
one that I actually
appreciate.
don't think the hint would really help you because of the tagline. And you'll know that when you get to it.
Um,
Remember, you only
yeah,
get one guess, so that is the
yeah, I'll take the hint. I'll take the
okay.
hint.
The movie is boxing.
Oh, well, now I'm even kind of more confused. Say the tagline one more time.
Yep. His whole life was a million to one shot. And it is a boxing film.
Yeah, there's okay, there's a movie I'm thinking of. I haven't seen it, and I know it's a boxing, but that's confusing. Um, Million Dollar Baby is my final answer.
Good guess.
No, yeah.
Rocky.
Okay, because I knew okay, the million threw me off and it got me
Yeah.
sucked in there, but I know Million Dollar Baby is not about a man, so his
Well, it could have been
yeah,
about Morgan Freeman or Clint Eastwood's character in Morgan.
Clint
Yep.
Eastwood, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, oh well, one
All
down.
right. This one I think you'll get. The second one. If you build it, he will come.
Oh fuck. Damn it. Like right off the bat, like oh wait, hold on. I feel like this has a Mandela effect.
I hate those.
Yeah. Field of Dreams.
That is correct. Two
Okay.
points
Because I
awarded.
feel like most people, or I've heard it, if you build it, they will come. Now, is that a different thing, or is that the
That's a good.
Mandela
Well, I
effect?
know in the movie, like multiple people come. Are they just
Yeah,
referring to Shoeless Joe in that instance?
maybe. But like
That c-
anytime you hear it like now, like it's if you build it, they will
they will come.
come.
Yeah, and I'm pretty. Maybe I don't know. I kind of need to go back and rewatch it now because I
I'm
don't
glad I
remember.
just yeah stuck with my gut on that one. Okay.
Okay, number three, a comedy with bats and balls. This is one where I don't think the hint will help you, but I could be wrong.
Mm.
A comedy with bats and
And
balls.
balls. Okay, there's one thing that fuck, now there's a couple that popped in my head. Man, it's so vague to be to
Yeah.
be honest. It could be a couple different things. Comedy with bats and balls. I don't even feel really that confident in this one, but no hint. I'm just gonna guess. Well, oh, that's weird. Okay, I'll say basketball.
Oh, good guess. Major League.
See, okay, that was like my second or third. I was thinking like Bad News Bears as well.
Yeah, that would be a good one too. That's one
Um,
where again the hint you're already thinking probably baseball, so knowing the
yeah,
sport.
and I should have guessed something else because you said the hint wouldn't help. What honestly for basketball, what would it be? Would you have to say basketball?
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's a made up sport. I would probably have to
That
say, I no comment, and then you'd be like, well, this is the worst game
that's
show
why I
of all
was
time.
actually second guessing that guess because like it would be a weird hint. But anyway,
Okay, number four, the game of their lives.
hmm, like one popped into my head immediately. I'm gonna take the hint on this one just to see.
I think that's a good decision. We are looking for hockey.
Miracle.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Damn. Oh well.
Glad you used the hint there, but
Yeah. I mean, that's the one I was leaning towards, but just to double check since I needed to get a win under my belt.
all right, this one, the last one for sports, has been the
Okay.
hardest, and
Oh,
I think everyone has agreed. I don't know if this
okay.
won't mess with you, but we don't like this tagline for the movie. Like, I don't think it makes much sense with the film. Here it is. The harder the hit, the sweeter the victory. And I think you've probably realized this, but these are all movies you have definitely heard of, probably seen. I didn't get obscure with it.
The harder the hit, the sweeter the
The
victory.
sweeter the victory.
Okay. There's one I'm definitely thinking of. I don't know. I'm not gonna look at you. I just commentary thinking out loud. I don't want to look at you for a hint, but this is probably football. That's the way I'm leaning. I don't want the hint. Um, Dang it. Now I have a movie in mind. Now I'm second guessing on the name of it. Um, yeah, we'll go The Longest Yard.
Great guess. And every other bro has guessed that. It
Oh,
is
really?
actually Remember the Titans. I don't like the tagline for that one.
So that's disappointing. Love the movie.
Yeah.
Hate that tagline.
Hate the tagline.
What?
Agreed.
That's not even what that no.
Yep.
Come
And
on.
actually, spoiler alert, if you think about what happens to Gary Bertier, it's kind of a fucked up tagline
Yeah.
because he gets.
Oh my God. What the f I mean, it's good for a trivia game, but man, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
football wouldn't have helped, so I didn't want the hint, but
All right. You can still mathematically win,
okay.
but you do got to do some work here.
All right, let's do it.
All right. We move on to Disney or Pixar. And the hint here, after I give you the tagline, is I would give you the year that the movie came out in.
Oh, okay.
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 All right. We begin. Number one. The tagline is The Adventure Takes Off.
Oh, man, I want the 2 points because I have something in my mind. Yeah, let's just go for it. Up.
Correct. And you were the
That was big.
there was a lot of debate here. Cycli argued that that the house doesn't take off, it gradually rises in classic
Okay.
Cycle. And I
Oh, so
said
did he get it wrong?
he actually got it right,
Oh,
but
okay.
he was mad. I was like, that doesn't mark it as well. This June 5th, the action gradually rises.
Of course, the lawyer, even though he got it right, still has to play devil's advocate against it.
And Banner guessed Lightyear for that one.
I see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
All right, here is the second one. The ocean is calling.
You sure I know this one? Um, Dang. Okay, now I'm obviously thinking of a couple of them. Ocean's Calling. Um,
Real quick, I know you don't. I think I should tell you. I just don't want you. Well, okay, never mind. I was going to give you some advice on how many points you need in terms of hints.
no, no, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Um, so you said, man, now I'm trying to. You say
The
these are
ocean is calling.
Disney or Pixar?
Correct.
Okay, now I'm trying to think of a
They're all
movie.
animated, so it could be 2D animation or it could be like the Pixar
Yeah, now
animation.
I'm trying to think of this one movie. I'm thinking of if it's Pixar or not. Ocean is Calling. One thing popped into my head immediately. I'm just trying to think if that really fits in. The year would obviously help. Um, yeah, let's take the hint.
Right, it came out in 2016.
Okay. Finding Dory.
We're looking for Moana.
Oh God, yeah, that makes more sense. When you start thinking about it, there's a lot of ocean
There
movies.
are a lot of ocean movies. Yeah.
Again, Mermaid, Nemo, Luca, um, Finding Dory, obviously. Dang. Okay. But yes, that one
Oh yeah,
makes the most sense.
I didn't even think about Luca. Yeah.
It just, yeah, that's why I was like, if it's the year and it's like 2020s, then
Yeah.
because that one kind of made sense, like the ocean is calling
Hmm.
for me. But no, Moana definitely makes sense. Yeah. Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We got three more. This one, meet the little voices inside your head.
Oh, Inside Out.
Correct. 2 points.
Yeah.
All right. Next up. I thought this was one of the harder ones, but
Okay.
maybe it's not. Only the act of true love will thaw a frigid heart. Only the act of true love will thaw a frigid heart.
And I'll just go for what came to me first, Frozen.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Okay.
See, when I first read that, I was like, it kind of sounds like the key plot device in Beauty and the Beast
Yep.
with like the rose and stuff. But
Yeah, I could see
all
that.
right, this one has been tricky. The last one. And again, we don't love the tagline. A comedy beyond words.
Oh man, something popped into my head immediately. I don't know. Mm, and because most of Pixar and Disney's like, oh, it's thrown into the animated category. Like initially, I don't think like, oh, this is a comedy. Now, with that being said, yes, all the
They all
Disney
have
animated films,
elements,
they all
but
have
yeah.
comedy in them. But just because animation is like the overarching theme for these, makes me
Like you could
think.
argue Up is both the most depressing and also one of the funnier. I mean, that has like really ridiculous characters, like the dog who can
Yeah,
talk and just the whole Boy Scout kid. But the premise of it, like we always joke, but not joke, that if you don't cry during the opening credits, your soul is blackened.
yeah. Okay, say it one more time.
Sorry, my screen
I think I have
fucked
my
up.
guess. I just want to,
A comedy beyond words.
man, like there are funny things in this. I just don't know if it would be comedy, comedy beyond words. I think without you telling me, I obviously need the 2 points. Um, I'm not going to take the hint,
Love it.
and I'm going to go Wally.
Wow. Only person to get that correct. Yes. And
Well,
even without the hint, no one got that one.
that one has a special place in my heart because that's the movie me and my wife went to our first date on.
Well, there you go.
And we
And
have the what's the
I don't,
what's the
I,
website that we got those things
yeah,
off of?
I don't
I
know. I
can't
was looking
remember.
at that today, actually, in my living room,
Movie something.
where it's
But we
like
have like
the,
the frames. Yeah, we have a piece of artwork about Wally above our TV. So
it's awesome. And yeah, good logic. And that's like on Millionaire when they like work through all the answer choices on the question, because I
yeah.
would definitely not, it's not like a laugh out loud funny movie.
No.
Because again, the premise is kind of depressing. Like the
But
human
yeah, just
race ended.
yeah, but like we were talking about every other anime film. It's like it's funny. It has its humorous moments, obviously. Um, yeah. Good tagline. Good tagline. Only
Okay.
because I got it right.
Okay. You totaled 3 points in the first round and 8 points in the second round,
Nice.
which brings you to a total of 11 points.
Hmm.
Ronnie Cycli, who went first, he accumulated 10 points.
Ooh.
And Brian Boehner, who went
Uh-oh.
second, accumulated 12 points.
Oh, wow. Very competitive.
Insanely close. Cycly, after
Man.
his 10 points, was like really down on himself. He was like, this is going to be totally non-competitive.
Like, so the only ones I'm really tripped up on, or like torn up, like I didn't get, like Moana. I should have gotten that one.
Mhm.
Remember the Titans, not mad at that one.
Everyone missed Remember the Titans. No one got a point on
Yeah.
that one. And you're the only one who got
Um,
Wally.
that kind of feels good at the end.
Hmm.
That kind of feels good wrapping that up in the end. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Second place. I'll take it.
So we decided the winner would get to choose our next movie commentary. So since
Oh
it's
boy.
Brian, it could be Crackoon.
Raccoon. The trailer he recently sent us. Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. Good work.
Nice. Yeah, that was fun. Thanks for putting that together.
Yeah, we'll have to do another one of those sometime. All right, next part of our show is our protein shake, where we go around and talk about what is in our cup, also known as what have we watched lately. Nate, what is something you have seen since we last spoke?
A lot. But I'll try and wrap it up. I got five things written down here. Um, I'll try and start with the one that I've watched furthest back, which I think would be Project Hail Mary. So I'm
Nice.
sure you guys have probably talked about this on the pod at some point in a protein shake since I've been off, been on last. Um,
But
but yeah,
you have also read the book, right? I think you
yeah,
mentioned.
read the book. Um, was really looking forward to the release of this one. Obviously, it's an Andy Weir book, and he's the one who did The Martian too. Um, love The Martian, the movie. I actually haven't read that book yet. I need to go and read that one. Um, but yeah, really, he. So just kind of backtracking to the book, Andy Weir, he does a great job. I've read several of his books now of like incorporating the scientific side and the humorous side, and the way he writes is very compelling, easy to read, but like there's a lot of substance there. It's not like some I don't know, other novels that are out there that are mass produced and like easy to read, but there's not much there. It's really easy to get through, and the scientific stuff he writes it in a way that the layman can understand it. So um, this is and this getting into Project Hail Mary, this is one of the one books that like I read the book, watched the movie, and like it held up. Like it
Really?
was great. Obviously, we were texting off pod recently because Banner just watched it, but there's stuff you're gonna have to cut out of the book. It's inevitable. You're going to the screen from the page, and it's just not all gonna fit. But overall, like Gosling, perfect casting, um, and everything else just came together. It was very touching, had the funny moments. Yeah, overall, from page to screen, I like it. It really translated really well. They did a really good job on this.
Yeah, and the Gosling casting working out was huge because so much of this movie is just him
Yeah.
and Rocky. And again, Rocky, I said this in the text that earlier to you guys. That's a bold swing, just like conceptualizing that character. Like it's a
Hmm.
literal like rock that he's talking to. And so
Yeah.
there is just going to be, I feel like, a subsegment of the audience members that check out when they see that and they're like, I can't do it. But Gosling, I have not yet hit the point with him where like I'm over the charm and the sense of humor that he has because it's still working for me.
He well, he's Canadian, isn't he?
I think so.
Is he Canadian? Or am I getting
We're getting our Ryans confused. Hang on.
I think I may be. So I was about to say he's a national treasure. Um, but I can't
Yeah,
remember. Is he
London,
Canadian?
Ontario.
Okay. Well, he's a national Canadian. We're gonna borrow him treasure.
Yeah.
Um, no, man, he's great. He's like in every aspect. I love like when he's done SNL. Him as
He's so
Ken.
good on
Him as
SNL.
him as Ken was like iconic
Oh my God,
at
yeah.
this point. Um, but yeah, he is, and he to me is a weird situation because it feels like this is, I don't know a good way to say this. He like plays the same character but doesn't. I
Yeah.
don't.
There's a
I don't
certain level of him that's going to be in,
yeah,
you could literally write him as like Nosferatu and it would still be in there.
yeah, but he's gonna pull it off. But yeah, Project Hail Mary was awesome front to end, and like from just reading the book and trying to like conceptualize what I thought Rocky looked like in there. Like I don't know everyone else who read the book who tried to piece it together in the head. It looked like what they described it as in
Really.
the books. Yeah, yeah. So I
Um,
thought it was pretty good.
Two quick questions about the book. So in the movie, and sorry, minor spoilers for Project Hail Mary, but the like narrative structure in the movie is like we get like chunks of the past, like leading up to
Hmm.
him being on the space
Yeah.
shuttle, spliced throughout the film. Is that how the book is structured too? Because I could see that being really confusing in book format, like
Yeah, it
jumping
was the same
around.
way.
It
I don't think it
was.
was too confusing. I think they level set pretty well, jumping back and forth. Um, but especially at the beginning, I think it was a good
Yeah, the cold
de
open of him like seeing the other dead astronauts and
that's exactly how the book opens. But I think
okay.
it's a good device to kind of leave that mystery of like how he got there, and then finally it all pieces together for
Yeah.
everyone. So you're not just like, oh, this is how it happened. So you still have that like mystique and mystery behind like, oh, how did he get on here when presumably when they go to the past, he does not want to be on the spaceship. So
Well, he's not going to be on it. Like that's the whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And then from the book, I know you said you thought it was a pretty faithful adaptation. Was there anything major that was either taken out entirely or changed?
Yeah, there were two things that were changed. Neither one of them, in my opinion, really affected the whole plot line or anything. Um, one was how he ended up um, being on the ship. I'm trying to remember in the movie how it was
In the
taken care
movie,
of.
he was in the meeting, and I can't remember what happened, but they like drugged him basically. Like he tried to run
But ba
half-heartedly.
but but basically for that, all they said was like, you know this project, you've been at all these meetings, blah blah blah. You have all the knowledge, right?
But yeah, I can't even remember though why all of a sudden he had to be a part of the crew. Like what happened to either one of the other crew members, or did the mission dynamics change?
One of the sites blew up and two of the astronauts died.
Oh, that's right. I
So
forgot
that's
that
what it
was
was.
for some reason I felt like that was after he had committed to.
But in the book, there's like a whole nother like segment of why it's so important for him to be on there. They did like, I'll try and say this quickly. They did all this testing pre-mission with people's blood because they found some like genetic marker that gave certain people a better chance of surviving, like going into the coma and waking up
Cryo
out of it.
sleep. Okay.
And he had that marker because they test everyone. And so they're like, no, you have to go because you have this genetic marker. You'll be able to come out of the coma once we want you to. That was one thing they left out, which, whatever. Like I can still get on board with him needing to be on the ship because he's been there since the beginning. He knows the plan. He knows everything. And he's a microbiologist, I think,
I think
or
so.
something. He has knowledge. Um, the other thing that they kind of cut out was um, when Rocky went to save him and like then Rocky was in the coma, there were some more things that Ryan Gosling's
Oh
character
yeah, yeah.
did to like help and try and revive him. And there's actually one thing he did in the book that almost killed Rocky while he was doing it, but he didn't know until Rocky woke up and told him like, "Oh no, you should never have done that." It had to do with like his internal organs and
Right.
combustion
But he
and all that
doesn't
kind of
know
stuff.
his physiology, so he's like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep you alive.
So like those two things, I don't think they really affected like the end outcome because everything still happened. They were just kind of some plot points that they left out just to cut some time.
Okay. So
But
nothing like egregious that you think fans
no,
would be
no,
up in
everything
arms
like
over.
everything else like moved along as it needed to. Yeah, it was
Okay.
good
Yeah, I thoroughly liked Project Hail Mary. It has a Oscar nom for best movie.
as it should,
Yeah.
as it should. Okay, what do you got?
I watched the drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. Have you seen a trailer for this?
Hmm. I feel like I have, but it's been a while. When did it come out?
Like 3 months ago.
Okay.
Now, this is wild, but Zendaya and Robert Pattinson are in three movies together this year.
What?
They're in this, they're in Dune, and they're in The Odyssey.
Dang.
So it's like, first off, anyone who's in three movies in a year. I mean, I know that like they shoot some of these things like way in advance, but that's pretty crazy. And they had never worked together, and then all of a sudden, they're in three fucking things together.
Well, then you're in Dune and the Odyssey. You're
Yeah.
making bank. I mean, they're
Yeah.
already rich beyond
They're doing
belief, but
and
they're
she's also in Spider-Man. So she's got four movies coming out this year, and three of them are going to be the biggest films of the. I mean, aside from Avengers Doomsday, like, which who knows, she might fucking show up in that too. But
yeah.
that's an insane year.
I'm just looking at the poster for this one, and it's appealing. I like this. She's like in a wedding dress, but then like an orange puffer coat,
Yeah.
and he's like beat to shit in a tux, and then like a rain jacket.
So this also I gave a Oscar nom for Best Picture. I'm not going to spoil it for you because the twist in it is the movie, but and I think you and the wife would have some really interesting discussions after watching this.
Okay.
But here's the premise. Robert Pattinson and Zendaya are about to get it's a dramedy, I would say, but a lot it's like
Yeah.
Coen Brothers type comedy. Like a lot of
Oh,
times you're
nice.
laughing, you're like, should we be laughing at this? Because we are. And the premise is 2 weeks before Robert Pattinson's and Zendaya's wedding, they go out with some friends and they're drinking and they play this game where they're like, let's all go around the table and just say like the most regrettable thing we've ever done in our life, like the worst thing we've done. And they all go around and say their thing, and Zendaya says her thing last, and it's insane. Like I don't even want to. I can't tell you what it is because
Yeah,
that's the
please don't.
movie.
Yeah,
And so things kind of go from there. So it's
yeah.
2 weeks
Okay.
till their wedding, and they're drunk, and she says this thing, and Robert Pattinson's like, "What the fuck?" And so things happen from there. It's crazy that
Okay.
Robert Pattinson can play Batman and then this character because it's like a big departure, but it's
This is
really
brand.
good.
Did you ever see Mickey 17?
No, I didn't, but after I watched this, it kept popping up on like my Fire Stick
Yeah,
for ads.
it's worth a watch. It's kind of weird, but anyway.
Yeah, he's just very, very versatile. All right, so that is the drama. Highly recommend it. I am not sure. It's like available for digital rental, but I got it from my local library. So,
Ah, nice.
yeah. All right, what else you got?
Let's see. Let's go with I watched Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die,
Love that movie.
which yeah, I think we talked about this off pod recently. Um, yeah, really funny, really good. One of those hold a mirror to society with all the technology and kids on their phone and things like that. Um,
This has a Oscar nom for best comedy so far.
oh, nice. Yeah, so Sam Rockwell, love him. Um, starts off really nicely with a big bang of him like coming into the diner
And his
and
look in
like
this movie is absurd.
that opening scene. And I love when you can see characters do this. Just pop in and I'm trying to think of the right words for this, but um, just coming in with like throwing caution to the wind, basically. He doesn't care. Um,
Yeah.
and I won't try to get into any spoilers for this one. But he just comes in, he's owning the room, he owns the scene, um, with all the confidence you need to play that role. But it's I don't think it's as much of a spoiler, and you probably know this if you're going into this movie, but it's a bit of a time travel movie, set present day, but they're going into the future, to basically save the Earth. We'll just say that, because
Yeah,
AI is taking over.
it's present day, but it's definitely like an alternate. I mean, it's like not far off from where we're at, but it's like
Yeah,
an alternate reality, I
I
would
think they
say.
may even say in the movie, like,
Yeah.
oh, this happens in this many years or whatever. Um, twist was cool. I like the twist in it. Um, with
I did not see it coming, so maybe I'm stupid, but
No,
I
me either.
kind of caught me by
Yeah, with
surprise.
Sam Rockwell's character. It was a good twist. It was touching. The ending was kind of
It got a little out there.
fucked up and just kind of almost gives you a middle finger how it ends, to be honest. I'll say it's not necessarily wrapped up in a pretty bow like most people would want to see.
Sure.
But it's a fun journey. I'll say that. It's a really fun journey. Sam Rockwell is fucking hilarious in it. Um, and then you get Zazie Beetz, Michael Pena. They actually didn't play as big of a role as I would like them to in it. They were kind of ancillary characters. They were in a lot of it, Um, they do disappear for a little bit. But no, it was a really fun movie. It was good.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have done more with Michael Pena's character, especially because his some of his scenes at the school were hilarious. He's like, teachers don't take fucking sabbaticals. Like, why is every single faculty member being told they're taking sabbaticals? And then when
Yeah, it
he's
was
like,
like, yeah,
I took the kid's phone, and they're like, why did you do that? They're like so pissed at him.
yeah, one of the situations where yeah, you're also in like an alt universe, and like he's the voice of reason, and like saying what the audience is trying to say. Like,
Yeah. He's like,
no,
I
that's
can't be the
normal.
crazy one. They're like, no, that's fine. Also,
Yeah.
that scene where they're like hunkering down in the house, him and Zazie Beetz, like their choice of weapons and like armor is like all play it against sports
Oh
equipment.
yeah, just went to the garage to find out.
Right?
Yeah, find what they want.
There's like catcher's gear, like a lacrosse gloves. Just like he's ready for fucking battle.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, the bad news bears of apocalyptic times, basically.
Haley Lee Richardson, love seeing her in anything. I felt really sad for her character, like her and her boyfriend's arc, and this is really tough, like kind of hard to
I'm trying.
watch.
Who is that in that?
She is the blonde one from The White Lotus season two,
Oh yes, yeah, 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 yeah.
who kind of
Uh,
always plays like an all shucksy doodles type
yeah,
character.
yeah, that's right.
But yeah, a really good ensemble cast, and I think they didn't need much around Sam Rockwell, but they gave him some good supporting players.
They did, but he definitely carried his weight. Yeah, I totally forgot Juno Temple was in it. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This
she.
is one too. I think this might also be based on a book. I don't
Ooh,
know.
that'd be cool. I'd read that.
Let me see if it is, or maybe like a graphic novel.
The poster seems like it could be the cover of a book.
Um,
I don't know if it is.
no, I guess there's not.
Oh, okay. Dang, that would have been a cool
It's
book.
too bad.
But yeah.
Someone should
But no,
time
yep.
travel back and write a book about it.
It's an idea. Someone jump on that.
Glad you liked it.
But yeah, good luck, don't die. Good luck, have fun, don't die. Definitely recommend that one.
Awesome title, by the way.
Yep.
Okay, I saw this is actually the first time I've seen this. Blazing Saddles.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Before I go, what are your thoughts on Blazing Saddles?
Um, honestly, not my favorite Mel Brooks. Um, Spaceballs is probably above it. Um, but I mean it's fun. I think it is better suited like for the time it came out for
100%.
sure. Um, but yeah, it's still fun. It's racy. I mean, it's classic Mel Brooks. Um, so yeah, I'm interested to see like your thoughts on it, watching it for the first time in 2026.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely very dated. Like a
Hmm.
lot of the jokes in it, I'm not even offended by stuff. It's like
Yeah.
say whatever the fuck you want. But like just saying the N-word for like shock factor, I'm like that's just not creative. It's like
See that's the thing. Like, yeah, like back then, like it hit different, and now it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm like not offended, but it's just not funny either. It's
yeah,
not hitting the same way.
right. And the reason I say I'm not offended, like I understand the context of them doing it. Like
Yeah.
they're not again, I'm not defending them saying the N-word, but I understand in 1976 it was like something that you could get away with in a movie and people be like, "Oh, that's it's like edgelord humor now," where now you just kind of roll your eyes. You're like, "Really, dude?"
Yeah.
There are still some really
Yeah.
funny bits, but I felt like Gene Wilder is not in this near enough, and he's too much of a straight man in it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it. I mean, I've seen it a couple times, but like, yeah, last time I watched it was probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah. So for me, it's like further down on the Mel Brooks filmography. I put it way below Spaceballs, um,
Yeah.
History of the World below that. Not it. I was there were still some really funny parts in it, like the scene
Sure.
at the end where the mayor is like recruiting all the like criminals to go in and
Hmm.
raid the town, and he basically has them line up, and like if their criminal record isn't awful enough, he like kicks him out of the line. And so he like wants really bad people, but the one guy he gets really mad at because he's chewing gum in the line. It's like, well, did you bring enough for everybody? The guy's like,
See, that's
no.
still, yeah, that's still a line that still that works. Like I'm looking for the worst people. Chewing gum, fuck you.
Yeah. So that
Can't
that
do that.
that scene I like laughed out loud at. But
Yeah.
overall, man, I again watching it, it's literally 50 years old,
Yeah.
which is insane. So it's like,
Yeah.
how do we even evaluate these films now? I almost feel like it's harder to evaluate a 50-year-old movie than something from like the 40s, because like especially a comedy, you're like, well, I still have to judge it on if I think it's funny.
Yeah.
But it was such a different world we lived in when that came out that like things that they would do or try to do to make people laugh are just like, wow. So
That's a weird comp, but it makes sense. And like just thinking it back, like specifically to like The Dictator. Have you seen that one yet?
I haven't, but I know
The
you,
Great Dictator? Yeah.
yeah,
Which that came out in 39 or 40. But like, yeah, that's like I would relate to that more than this at this point. Like that one is still like tongue in cheek, very funny
yeah,
at what it's making fun of. And it's making fun of Nazis, which is pretty
right.
polarizing if you haven't been around for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting comp you made, but yeah, it totally makes sense.
So this one, if you're someone who's like a big fan of Blazing Saddles, but like you haven't seen it in a little while, go back and revisit it, and maybe it'll all still click for. I mean, it's very dated and just as anything would be from
Sure.
50 years ago, but
Yeah.
some of the jokes do still work. But on the most for the most part, I feel like I was not laughing at more of the attempts of humor than I was laughing
Yeah.
at them.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
So, all right, what else you got?
I'll try and talk, knock out two real quick. They're both documentaries. I think definitely texted about one of these recently. BS High, about Bishop Sycamore, the football team,
Yeah.
the fake school. That man, the timeline is kind of crazy on this because it started in like 17. Um, and then when it really kicked off, I think, obviously when they played, what's the
Was it
academy
date
in Florida?
IMG?
IMG, yeah. They played IMG on ESPN in 2021 or 22.
Fucking ESPN, dude.
And then
Not
that's when like everything came out like they don't have classes, there's no physical school, and like
some of the kids are like 20,
yeah, some of the kids had gone to JUCO and they came back and played.
which
Um,
nowadays is fine.
yeah, but yeah, just the string of lies. I can't remember the coach's name or the guy who started all of it. He was the main guy in the documentary too. He is
Oh, dude.
so interesting. Like narcissist to a T, but I
Roy
don't even know.
Johnson is his
Yeah,
name.
I don't know how to describe him because in the documentary, he's like, I'm the most honest liar
He
you'll ever
lives in an
meet.
alternate reality, or he creates the reality that
He
he wants to
does.
live in.
That's a good way of
Which I'm
putting it.
kind of jealous because it's like the real world is just like optional for him. He's not
Yeah.
really partaking in it.
It makes me think of the line like ignorance is bliss, but that's not him. He's not ignorant. He knows exactly what's going on
Oh yeah,
and he's trying to control his own narrative.
I guess it's not even a fear of repercussions. It's that like he thinks he is so much smarter than anyone else and everyone else that like
Mm.
he's omnipotent basically. If like
Yeah.
nothing he does he'll ever be held accountable for. Or if he is, like the repercussions won't apply to him because he's Roy Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of my favorite lines in the doc that he says is, I will never lie. What do you say? I will never lie about something I can't prove or something like that. So like he just lives in that gray area. Like he'll he'll lie about it if he knows you can't technically prove him wrong. So if there's no physical evidence or anything that can prove wrong, like if it's just his word against your word, he's fine with that. He's like, whatever, I'll fucking lie about it. It doesn't matter. But then he has like 32 lawsuits against him about like all these hotels that he owes money to because
Yeah,
he
that
was
was rough.
like renting all these getting all these hotels for like 50, 60 players, and then the hotels on their part dumb were giving it to him on like 90-day credit. He's like, yeah, of course I'm going to take 90-day credit and then just not pay. um Man, but it was wild him saying like
And
feeding the players, he would call into grocery stores and pre-order like 30 rotisserie chickens, never go and pick them up, but then go in right when they're closing and know no one picked them up and know they would be like discounted to like $2 and then getting them and like man, all these scams were just
The fact that he
Insane.
is an interview subject and, like you said, the main one in this
Uh,
documentary already tells you how he feels about himself because he should be like embarrassed, and the
yeah,
documentary should basically be like the expose on how shitty of a person he is. But to him,
yeah.
it's like a platform to showcase his like talents.
Oh, 100%.
He thinks
Yeah,
it's like a job interview, basically.
yeah. Yeah, I think he has, at the end of the documentary, I think he has every intention, or this is how he's portrayed it, of keeping that Bishop Sycamore going. He's like, oh yeah, we'll start it up again.
Who the fuck would go there, though? I mean, I say that there'll
No,
be people.
exactly. He has that platform now. He has that he has that
God damn it.
notoriety. Like
But would
I
anyone play them? Like maybe that's the harder thing to do. Is
I
like
don't
get a
know.
schedule. Like, can you get 8 teams to agree to
Yeah,
step on the field with you guys?
man. It was wild. It was a wild experience because
I
I didn't
felt
know
really
like all the
bad
background.
for a lot of the players, especially that quarterback.
Yeah, because he tried to go to another school, Grambling, or
Yeah, it was
it
Grambling.
was an HBCU. I can't remember. But he actually, because they showed like some of his like Instagram like posts, like him in his uniform, and then like shit came out, and Grambling found out about it, or whoever, I can't remember who it was. Um, and then they cut him. I'm like, oh fuck, that sucks because
Yeah.
they had like this interpretation of him like globbing onto this lie and all this kind of stuff, and like, what's your integrity? It's like it's not about his integrity; it's about the coach's integrity.
Yeah, the kids were really taken advantage of. Now, some of them
Yeah,
knew more than others did, or at least like could have figured it
sure.
out and kind of turned a blind eye to it. But they're
Yeah,
kids, you know.
yeah. You can't judge them at that point. But yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, if you don't know the story, go into it blind. Is it still on HBO Max?
Yes.
Okay, because it's fucking wild and like unlike anything I can remember. I remember when the story broke and we were like, that's insane, but I don't think we knew the depths of it.
Oh no, not until well after. And then the other doc, and this will be the last thing I talk about that I watched recently. I don't know if I may have texted about this as well. Movie Pass, Movie Crash.
Oh, I saw this one a little while back too.
Man, I mean, what another dumpster fire, basically. Um,
This is like I guess partly Wolf of Wall Street or yeah, Wolf of Wall Street where they're just like partying and it's like on borrowed time basically.
yeah, pretty much.
The CEO. So I mean that's kind of the whole premise of Movie Pass, right? Is it's like I will make the money later.
Yeah. Yeah, I just
But they accrue so
it,
much fucking debt. It's like insane.
yeah, for any of those who don't know the backstory on this is the Movie Pass, the pass that got you a subscription to go see movies, unlimited for a month. Two guys started it early 2010s, like 2012, 2013 or something like that. They kind of capped out at 20,000 subscribers. They brought in some investors to build it up. They dropped it down to it was at 39.99 a month, $40, I think, maybe 50.
And it was
They
unlimited movies, right?
they had unlimited movies, and they were like, "Well, what were you toying around with?" They're like, "Well, we have some subscription ideas, this or that." And like, you have to make an offer that like no one can believe it's real. So they dropped it down to 9.99 a month, unlimited movies, and they're just hemorrhaging money at that point. But they
Yeah.
kept that promotion going for like a year, and yeah, they were losing like $30 million a month, and like it's obviously not sustainable. I
Yeah,
don't like
I'm not an accountant, but
hindsight's 2020, but like
sure.
there were people raising the red flags. Like
Like how much ad revenue are you bringing in? And then on top of that, these like lavish corporate parties that I mentioned.
they were going to Coachella, they were going to Con uh, Film Festival, they were going to all these things, like promoting themselves and um, like what like it was a good idea, and like other like AMC has theirs, and like so many other movie theaters have kind of built off this idea. But and all they had to do was like not drop it to 9.99. Like legitimately,
Yeah.
they could have gone to
$40 a month for unlimited is still an insane value.
yeah,
I
still
mean, a
insane.
movie theater ticket now is like $18. I think like
If you
not
could have gone to
including fees.
29.99 a month, I think you still would have grown your subscriber list a ton, and you would have had a little more wiggle room. But yeah, they just dropped it down, got their subscribers up like from 20,000 subscribers to like 3 million within 6 months or something. It's insane. This is another doc. Like you need to go watch it, especially if you're listening to this pod and you like
Yeah.
movies. Um, it's insane how they just ran this thing into the ground.
Now, I believe Movie Pass. So one of the investors, I can't remember how it happened. It was the two dudes in the beginning, and like you kind
Hmm.
of referenced, they either like had their shares whittled down so much to where they had like no power at all, but didn't they actually get like ousted from the company or like
Oh yeah.
forcefully bought out?
Yeah, so at one point they basically just told them, "Hey, you're off the board. We don't need you anymore. You still have your shares." When they left the company, their shares were, or at least one of the guy's shares, was it Sydney? Was his name maybe? Was worth like $80 million. Within a year, they were worth literally nothing, like pennies, because they drove it down so much.
Jesus Christ.
Um, so hopefully something good comes out of this though, because I think 2 or 3 years ago, the original founder actually bought them out of bankruptcy. So
Okay, I
he
couldn't
has
remember if it was one of
control of it
those two
now.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has control of it now. So hopefully they can bring it from the ashes.
And I think I looked into it. Obviously, I'm an AMC A-list member, as you guys all know and have seen on the news and
Obby.
other things. But I looked into it because I was very intrigued when I saw they were like revived with the original founder. Because I remember from the doc, I was like, those guys I actually liked a lot. Not that that's like a prerequisite to me subscribing to a service, but I was like,
Yeah,
their idea and their model I think actually might have worked.
sure.
But I can't remember what exactly the new model is, but it is like nowhere near the too good to be true one that they originally
Nah,
started with.
no.
I think it's like 9.99 a month and you get like discounts at theaters or something.
Okay.
I can't remember. Like A-list is still a far better deal, but the A-list deal is like still kind of insane. And also, I think, remind me if I'm wrong, one of the problems too, and I don't know if this was like right when they had their big explosion or just one of the reasons why the founders said like we cannot grow our subscriber base was they had a lot of technical problems with the service.
I think that
Like the
that
card they gave you
happened.
wouldn't work a lot, or like it would give you a ticket and then you'd show up and then it would be like, no, you don't have a ticket.
So I think there's some aspect to that that started like after their subscriber base grew so much. And then there was some fraudulent activity as well. Like they were internally like stopping cars from working basically
Yeah.
to get people from not
God, that's
buying
so
tickets.
fucked. Yeah, because if I remember right, I think the CEO or someone in the board literally said the business model is predicated on people paying for the service and not using it. And I'm like, that is such an inherently flawed business strategy. How do you even say that out loud? 'Cause-
So yeah, so it is flawed for that. Like, because I think they may have talked about it in the doc, like gym memberships. Sure.
yes, yes,
Like
yes.
that's like where it works. But they didn't realize how fanatic people who like movies are. Like, I
Yeah.
will go see one every day if I can.
And think about like the intrinsic motivation it takes me to go to the gym and run on the treadmill versus go to Cinemark, sit on my
Yeah.
ass and eat a popcorn for two
Yeah,
hours.
like there are subscription models that work that way. This is not one of them, and they
No.
found out very quickly that it was not.
Yeah, the gym one is takes
Yeah.
advantage of the people who like don't have them. And this is like not an indictment on them, but like it's a lot of work to get up and go to the gym.
Yeah.
To go sit in a comfy chair at the movie theater, pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you. Sign
Yeah.
me up. Um, but man, yeah, it was yeah, it's what could have been because like they could have grown their subscriber base in like a number of different ways and not like hemorrhage so much money. But
It is a classic
yeah.
example of like they grew too fast, really.
Oh yeah. Well then yeah, the technology couldn't keep up. That's when it was crashing because they had so many users hitting their website and their app. But it's kind of crazy because starting out, they had a ton of like cool technology. Like they were one of the first people. This is before shit hit the fan, but they were the first one of the first companies to use like your cell phone for geolocation because you would show up at the theater,
That's
they would
right.
recognize it, they would put you would pick what you wanted, and they would put money on your debit card immediately, and you'd swipe it, and it would have
That's
money on
cool.
there.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I now that I remember, you couldn't actually buy the ticket until you were at the theater, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was how it was first working out. But then once they did like beyond that and like the 9.99, I think you just swiped it, it worked. And that's why they were hemorrhaging because like a movie ticket was like $10. And so if you go twice, they're already losing money.
A lot. Like that's
Yeah,
double what you're paying for the service.
man, it's
And did
crazy.
did they have deals with any of the theater chains where the theater's like, no, you're basically paying us like the cost of the ticket for each of these?
Um, no, they didn't have any deals, so they were paying like face value every
God,
time.
that's
They tried to
there's
get in with it.
that's your other problem. Is like you need to
Yeah.
work out something with like Regal and Cineplus or whatever these
And
like.
like one of the CEOs was like, yeah, that was one of like the game plans like down the road. Like we're gonna show them like, hey, we're buying 15% of all your tickets. Like, let's make a deal because we're giving you this much money. But they obviously went under
But
before
that's
they got to
like
that
buying
point.
a crib before you're even like married. Like
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
are steps
they were
these things,
banking on a lot down the road.
and that's like a big what if.
Yeah. And then also you were spending millions of dollars on all these parties and everything. So
Sorry
anyway,
for it's for that synergy, Nate.
it
People,
was as the kids would say, it was giving Firefest.
even the Firefest guys, like you guys are fucking idiots.
You're idiots.
I actually heard that guy's trying to start another music festival.
Oh
He's out of
God.
jail now.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. That's actually all I have as well.
Cool.
So that brings us to the last part of our show, our question and answer segment. Do you even lift bruh? Where we pose a question that we leave you guys with to ruminate on. And tonight, it is the question that we have continued with for about the past 2 years. What are the bros' top 100 movies of all time? It's a big one. If you click the link in the description of this episode or go to our website, broforceSquad.com, we have the Google Sheets counting down each of our top 100 lists, and we are in some serious fucking territory. We are inside the top 25. Nate, before we toss it to you to do your next three on your list tonight, starting with number 23, why don't you tell the people at home, or how would you describe these top 100 lists? Because, as we always say, this is not like your film students' top 100 pieces of cinema. It's a little more unique to our movie sensibilities.
Yeah, it's funny because yeah, each one of these is even amongst us is very different. Um, so yeah, we try and except for Banner, try and throw no shame on anyone.
Banner was saying
Um,
last week, now that we're getting into like the teens, he's like, I'm gonna get a lot of shit now.
oh God,
I was like, I can't imagine it being worse than it has been. Thank you
can't
for the heads
wait.
up.
Yeah. But no, these are yes, I mean even not even specially curated for this pod, especially curated for each bro. So no, it's been a really fun experiment and process going through this. But yeah, it's a good mix, and it's always fun. Obviously, whenever and we do like an analysis after this, but like where ours line up because we've had some really close ones, and it's always fun when you see that. Be like, oh shit, mine was 27, yours was 28 for the same movie.
I
So
can't
it's cool seeing
remember.
that.
Oh, okay. I'll ask you this at the end, but there was a movie that came up on Banner's list last episode, and we were like, this has to be in every bro's list. And we noticed it was not in yours yet. And I don't think it's
Oh,
coming up, and we have some questions. But
really?
yeah, but to your point, I'm really excited when this is done to throw this in AI and have it run like an analysis on it
Yes.
and find like
Yeah.
trends and commonalities. But
Okay. All right.
all right, Nate. So we last left off with you with your number 24 film of all time, and you are a pothead. So it was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Oh yeah.
So now we're down to number 23, MJ, and it will be joining Ronnie Cycli's There Will Be Blood.
Oh,
Banner had Back to the Future, and I had the John Cho Cry Your Heart Out movie, Don't Make Me Go. So what will be joining them at number 23 on your list?
don't make me go. I think I've seen that one. I mean, father-daughter movie.
Yes, I just clicked the IMDb link because it's from a few years ago, but I balled 2022, bawled my fucking eyes out. Huge twist.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
not
yeah, I
ready for
remember
it.
that one. It was good.
Yeah.
Sorry, got sidetracked. I love when this lines up too, how it does. But my 23 is up.
Nice.
Just had it in the movie quiz.
Speaking of crying,
Yeah. Um, yeah, this one is so good. It kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier, like Disney, Pixar, all this, like, oh, it gets the umbrella of animation, so it's kind of tough to put it like, oh, this is comedy, this is a drama. Like Up is kind of that perfect melding of all that together. Um, yeah, starts off super touching and to the tagline to the point of the tagline of Wally as well, like whatever it said, something without words. Like I'm pretty sure, like in the beginning, there's no words. It's just
No,
straight
it's just that
emotions. You're
piano
just
overture and the like. Is it like
do do do
still?
do
Yeah,
do do do
it's
do do
iconic.
do do. Um, yeah, it's so good. Um, but yeah, it starts off, sets the scene, very emotional. Um, and
I mean, it has to
then
be a t am I overstating it to say it's a top three Pixar movie? It might be number
um,
three, but for me, man, it just checks all the boxes. Does everything so well.
oh, yeah. Oh yeah,
I,
I,
I'm
I
not
I
as
agree
high
with
on
that.
Frozen as a lot of people, so like if you have that in your top three,
No,
don't don't talk to
no,
me.
no. Frozen is fine. It's just not up there. Um, but yeah, but yeah. We'll try and wrap it up here quickly. We took a lot of time in the protein shake, but I don't think much more needs to say about Up.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay.
It's awesome and beautiful.
Um, Number 22, Cycly had, very similar to Up, American History X.
Ooh, nice. I've never seen that actually.
Once is all you need. And that's not an
Yeah,
indictment on the movie.
and that's kind of where I'm at this point. I've never seen it, and I'm like, God, I know it's intense. Am I ready for this?
Yeah. Banner had Black Panther, and I had the found footage movie Cloverfield.
Cloverfield. Never seen that either, but I know I've heard a lot of good things. Would you say that's horror, Cloverfield?
No, I would say
No?
it's sci-fi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you'd like it. Drew Goddard, who did, or sorry, Matt Reeves, who did the Batman movies, the new ones. He did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
All right, so
Um,
22.
so coming in at 22 is Rogue One, a
Yes.
Star Wars story. Um,
Incredible.
yeah, really
An incredible
incredible.
idea for a movie, too.
Yes. Um, it gives you like such good background to such a story and such a canon that has built up over what it came out in 2016, so 30 whatever years. You get like all these answers and you get all this minutia and you get, I don't want to overstate this, one of the best Darth Vader scenes ever.
Oh my God. I mean, in live action, I think it is the
I
best.
mean, yeah. Um,
And fixed one of the
but yeah,
biggest plot holes in movie history, I think.
it really did in a not super hokey way. I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked for me. Um, but no, it's fun and uh, I like the ending not being super happy. It just is what it is.
Yep.
Like, um, yeah, it was kind of touching, not just having everything wrapped up in a perfect bow. And here it is. I mean, you have the heroes meeting their demise at the end, and um, but yeah, it's really well done. I love like this. Honestly, like this section of the Star Wars saga, and not necessarily like the time period in the canon, but just whenever Force Awakens came out, Solo came out, Rogue One came out, like it was that big revival, which the episodes one, two, and three like kind of got shit on, and I think there was people coming around on those. Um, but like when these came out, like it was like a super big revival, and like really got into it and globbed onto it,
Yeah.
and like that's when I started like really getting the Clone Wars and the animated stuff. Um, and this helped me kind of like guide down that path.
Yeah,
And so
like
like
the
that's why I have like really fond memories of this one too.
oh yeah. The Rise of the Empire is like a really interesting time in the Star Wars
Yeah.
universe. Um,
Yeah.
this film also, maybe I'm missing like an obvious one, but one of the first times I can remember seeing an effective and pretty like ubiquitous, like because they used it a lot, use of the de-aging technology.
Yeah.
Because like General Tarkin, Peter Cushing had been
Hmm.
dead for fucking 40 years. And I guess it was kind of controversial, but they got his estate to let them like digitally recreate him. Tarkin's not in a lot of the movie, but when he's in it, like they show his face. Like he's not like in the shadows talking. And then of course the Leia shot at the end of the movie. Had Carrie Fisher
What
passed away when this came out? Like, or did they actually film her and like de-age her, I wonder.
I'm trying to remember. That's a great question.
It was pretty close in terms of
It
time.
was because yeah, it was obviously a big topic of conversation at the time. Yeah, the first I'm trying to think outside of the Star Wars universe, but the Irishman, I know the de-aging was a big thing with that with De Niro.
Tron Legacy with Jeff Bridges, but that was kind of maligned because his face looked like plastic.
Okay. So I can't remember like exactly when the Irishman came out. I think it might have been
But yeah, that
after
was
then.
that pretty much the whole movie, or at least half of it is using that.
Which, not to get off on a tangent, that was a weird one because like young face and then De Niro's like hunched over walking. I'm like, oh, I can see that's an
He's
old
like,
man
I
walk.
can't fix my spina bifida. I don't know.
I'm,
De-aging technology
I'm
can't do that for
sorry.
me. We'll fix that in
Um,
post.
but no, yeah, really great one, really great time in the Star Wars universe coming out, and then like it catapulted a ton of good things after that, Mandalorian and
Mhm.
several
Andor.
years later. But Andor, yeah,
I have
yeah,
this at
love
number
love Rogue One.
40 on my list, and
Okay,
Banner has not had it yet. So
really, I would. It's got to be on there.
that's what I'm saying.
It's got to be on. But I mean, maybe not. I don't know. It's
Maybe
Banner.
not. All right. Nate, to close us out, number 21. And shit's getting serious because Ronnie Cycli has The Dark Knight. Banner has Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales, which I thought was an interesting but very Banner inclusion. And I have
Oh
one that
wow.
I am pretty certain will come up soon on your list, Super Bad.
Ooh,
People don't forget.
nice. People don't forget. It was seven
Uh,
years ago.
Chill out, Greg. It's soccer. What is your number 21 movie of all time?
I don't know if this has been on anyone's list yet. And
Wow.
to be honest, I now I could be wrong. I'd have to look. I was actually trying to pull it up a second ago. It, and I don't know. I mean, just knowing you guys, I don't know if this will be up on anyone else's, but American Gangster,
Hmm.
Denzel. Um,
Yeah, I know Geiger's a big fan here. Let me see if it's
yeah, I'd be interested. I don't know. And like, I really
yeah,
think,
you're the first one to have it.
I think this is a very underrated Denzel performance.
Mm-hmm.
And I
It's a
don't know why it gets kind of lost in the shuffle. Um, but in my opinion, this is just like classic, classic Denzel. It's a good, great rags to riches story. He has a great ensemble cast around him. Um, I- and like I can't even like really pinpoint like exactly what it is that I love about this movie, but like the dialogue in it and the way he talks as Frank Lucas, his character in the movie, like is so perfect, so confident. He has like the most, s- I'm gonna say the most swagger of any of his characters. Like
which is saying something. Yeah.
Even Training Day. Like I'm trying to think back, like Training Day. Like obviously
Trinity a
he has
different
that.
swagger because it almost
It
feels like
is
it's
different.
masking insecurity.
Yeah. And so for this one, like he has the power, he has the money. Um, and for anyone who hasn't seen it, I'm sorry, spoiler, but um, when someone owes him money, and the most probably most chilling scene in the whole movie, so I think it kind of does a couple things in the movie. It sets a point to his. I think he has like his cousins or something in the diner, but when he goes on the street and just fucking literally just kills the man in broad daylight and walks back into the diner like nothing happened. Like
Yeah.
it's just like I don't want to say baller because that kind of like uh
It was
promotes it and like
cool.
glorifies it, but like it is just a chilling, cold-blooded thing.
Yeah.
Um but like that just personifies like his character in this, and that's like kind of what he carries out throughout it. But yeah, it's one of my favorite Denzel performances.
Which is a tough list to top.
It is a tough list to top. That's why I feel like it's underrated. So if you haven't watched American Gangster in a long time, go watch it. I'm probably gonna. This is one I'm gonna watch probably this next week then. And I know I've packed up all my DVDs. I know I have it on DVD somewhere. I kind of feel
Wow.
like I want to bust it out just like for
Pop it
nostalgia's
in your
sake.
PlayStation 2 and watch it in
Yeah,
standard widescreen
I'm sure
definition.
it's streaming somewhere, so I'll just find it there. But
It's no fun.
yeah, really great film. And you got, I mean, and it's funny because Russell Crowe's in it, Josh Brolin's in it.
Oh, I forget about Brolin. He's almost like an
Yeah, they're
afterthought.
the cops. They kind of, I mean, they were kind of understudies to Denzel because like he commands the screen in this movie.
Yeah.
It's great. So American
Awesome.
Gangster number 20 something, 21.
All right, shit's getting serious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then just wrapping this bad bitch up for the American hero Nate Thurman. I'm the mayor Jeff Hornacek, and we are the Bro Force Squad podcast. Check out everything we do by typing in Bro Force Squad as 3 words on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and check out all of our content on our website, broforcesquad.com. Till next time, we're gonna have to blot a rug that I spilt something on because it's alpaca.
That's
Blot that shit.
$50,000 alpaca. You gotta blot that shit, fool.
Imagine having a rug made of alpaca.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's also a great line in a B.O.B. rap song.
Wow.